That was weird. Anyway, that assist slide was just absolutely ridiculous. If you want to know how long it was 328 feet. I'll do a conversion to meters so I understand what that is right here. But wow, it's so impressive. I'd love to see a shot of what the skate looked like after that. Be sure to follow Juice Sucker Food to catch crazy content like that. But anyway, what up? It's Brandon here. Welcome back to Bladed News, your #1 rollerblading news source. Once again, brought to you by Skids Grind Plates. And if you want to know more about them, Braille actually just did a video on them recently, which will really show you what it's like to use them. So check that out, there'll be linked in the description. But anyway, as always, let's just roll into it with some industry news. And the first thing we're going to talk about today is about John Fromm. He put up a heartfelt message announcing that he is leaving Razors Pro. And to summarize what he said, he pretty much said being stuck at home in quarantine got him thinking, and being a pro rollerblader has been draining the passion from the sport for him, so he has decided to stop being pro and just skate and rekindle the passion he has for rollerblading. Now, this is something I've definitely heard before from other people who have just been sponsored by brands, where becoming a sponsored rollerblader really changes rollerblading for you. It can make it more of a job, it puts a lot more pressure on it, and it can really change it. So as much as I'm sad to hear that he's leaving the pro team, I'm glad he's putting himself first. I'm wishing him all the best for the future. As far as I know, he has no plans to change what skate he's skating, so it's got nothing to do with that. Yeah, that's all we know for now. And on a similar story, Jeff Delness, who recently left USD, has just officially been announced as a new pro rider for Trigger Skates. Trigger has been slowly but surely building a really quality team here, and Jeff is a super solid addition to this team. He already put out some clips skating his box at his house. He already seems absolutely used to those skates and destroying them. So I look forward to seeing more for that. Shout out to Trigger. I know they'll be looking after him, hopefully better than USD did. And yeah, I look forward to seeing more. In other news, this kind of feels like old news now, but skate parks around the world have been getting filled with sand. And I'm sure you're all just as triggered as me when you saw this, because this has got to be the most stupid thing I've ever seen. It's the dumbest way to stop people skating. And I'm really concerned as to whether these skate parks are going to be fixed and unburied from under the ground once this is all cleared up. The amount it's going to cost the governments to get the sand out of these skate parks and then repair the damage of getting the sand out is just ridiculous. And to me, it just makes absolutely no sense. It would have been cheaper just to hire security or something to stop people skating there. I don't know. I'm not in the government, obviously, so I don't know what I'm talking about, but this is infuriating. On a good note, though, at least some motorbikers got to go and try the skate park out for the first time ever since it's covered in dirt. Now on to our final story, which has got to be the most exciting one, and that is the fact that right now, inline skating is trending up in search terms on Google Trends. And this is everything related to inline skating too, so it's aggressive inline, it's rollerblading, it's all trending up a lot more than it has in a long time. And this has caused a spike across all rollerblading YouTube channels, which is really cool. Quite a big spike, and it's even getting to me, which is cool. The one I've noticed it the most on is my Impala Rollerblades, you know, the ones that people somehow don't like, but they're amazing. And I'm gonna put out a little conspiracy here that I'm wondering if just the fact that Impala made these 90s looking inline skates, you know, that everyone wants that nostalgic skate right now. And the fact that they made it and then put out these really good ads and promoted it to everyone, I'm wondering if that is what is helping cause this new surge of inline skating. Maybe it just reminded a lot of people that used to skate that they used to skate and got them wanting to look into it again. And I say that because when you check the inline skating search term on Google Trends, a related breakout search term is Impala Inline Skates. Yeah, I just wonder if that's related. It probably isn't at all. It probably isn't. It's probably just the fact that everyone around the world right now is stuck at home, and yeah, they just want something to do at home, and rollerblading is probably one of those things, you know? Everything's probably spiking right now. Should probably look into that. But fingers crossed it keeps going up and we get a new wave of new rollerbladers and rollerblading. Now before we move on to product news, I'm going to ask you guys for some help. Now I've got a decent amount of comments asking me to do subtitles on these videos so that people who speak different languages can translate them and watch these videos as well. I suppose it's probably pretty hard to understand my Kiwi accent sometimes. So that being said, I'm calling out to you to click the link that'll be in a pinned comment where you can help me fix the automatic subtitles in this. If you go through and you fix it up, any of the mistakes, then when people translate it, then it will actually make sense and they'll be able to watch it, and I'd appreciate it so much. You can even get credit, I'm pretty sure. I would really appreciate that. But anyway, let's move on to everyone's favorite part of the show, product news. Now somehow we have a lot of new skates to talk about this week, which is really weird. And we're going to start off with Charles Dunkle's new boot company, new skates. Who knows, we don't have much to go off. We just have this one picture with the protein tag. Here they are. Now when I was talking to Stefan about when he announced he's leaving Rossi's, he told me that he had some really exciting news coming up. This must be it. He must have got a chance to become pro for this new skate company that we know nothing about, which is so cool. I'm glad to see he's already getting hooked up. So we really don't have much to go off. We just have not even a full picture of the boot, but you know, more skates is more skates. More options is always good. I can't wait to learn more about these. Charles was actually one of the first people I ever saw doing aggressive rollerblading, which is a cool full circle. Maybe that'll tell you how long I've been rollerblading. But my first ever pair of aggressive skates I got from Aggressimo came with the Razors Uncloned and Closer DVD. And yeah, I really like Charles Duncan's part in that. Something just super cool and creative about it. Shout out to him. Another new skate one, I'm not too sure about this one, but it's been posted all over Rollerblading, the Facebook group that you should definitely join. And that's a new skate company called Hardline Skates. Now they look pretty similar to the Skates, but the guy working on these says he was the one who worked on the original Sabotage skate, or helped design it, something like that. And he's got a bunch of mock-ups, drawings of these skates. I've also seen him say that he's got some prototypes coming very soon. But yeah, I mean, if there's new skates, and I'm all for that. I'll let you know if anything else comes up. Remember those Acosta Pro Wheels from Tougher? Well, they've been officially announced that they're being put on hold. Everyone who's done a pre-order should be getting a refund, and they'll receive a free set of wheels once they finally get them made. And this is just another example of how much a great company Tougher is. This is obviously not a company put together for profit. They're literally giving wheels away for free. So if that's not a reason to support that company, I don't know what is. Go check out Tougher Wheels. And damn it, I wish I got some of those Acosta wheels, but I just couldn't afford that international shipping. I just couldn't. Now Kyle Solar, the guy who made the just masterpiece frames that I absolutely love, he just recently released some open source models, I guess, to some Solomon soles, just for his size. So anyone out there that wants to 3D print some Solomon soles, you can. Thanks to Kyle. So you just check it out on the Solar website. So I found this other weird skate on Rollerblading. I have no idea what it is, but it looks super, I don't know how to explain it, Tesla Cybertruck-ish. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything to say about the skate, but yeah, it's cool. New skates. They're aggressive skates somehow. But yeah. So you know the brand Rollerbender that is run by the OG bladey Angela Sue? Well, they just released some sick new designs, including a visor. How long has it been since you've been able to buy a visor that's rollerblade related? It's time to jump on this. There's also a bunch of new cool t-shirts and designs specifically around the virus going around right now, which are all worth checking out. So check it all out in the link in the description. And finally, this isn't really any product to talk about, but there's news of products coming that I'm so excited for. And that is Conjure brand. They put up a quick post in their story mentioning there's new products coming in June, and I cannot wait to see what they are. Conjure are the kings of getting packaging right and the kings of inventing a wheel that beats wheel bite. Trust me, they're worth checking out. Anyway, that's it for products this fortnight. So let's move on to my favorite part of the show, media you should check out. And we're going to start off with me mentioning this VOD for the third time now, and that's because it's just that good, and that is Sandy Bastards. I don't think I've ever seen someone do a Royale with a flower in their mouth, or also a Royale holding a beer. Maybe that's just me, but I don't think anyone else could be that sick. There's just some absolutely ridiculous skating in this VOD, including this ridiculous soul gap here. That's like, I was looking at it like, what, is this a drop ledge? No, it's not, but it is at the same time, you know. But my absolute favorite part of this VOD is Francis's part at the end. It's a relaxing, chill vibe. It's hard to explain, but his skating is just so smooth, so steezy. He is line goals, I'm telling you. He just makes lines flow so well, and I'm so jealous of it. Not only that, but he's just really creative. His skating is super unique and creative, and yeah, I really liked it. You should definitely check it out, especially because the euro to minute ratio is crazy good, because this is 550 euro, I think euro, I don't really know currencies, and it is 26 minutes long, I think. So that's a really good ratio. definitely worth checking out. You got nothing else to do, check it out. So this video randomly came up in my subscription feed, and it is Danny just absolutely killing it in her latest profile, where she makes me wish I could do topsides even half as cool as this. Now I'm mentioning Blade in New York again because he put out a really cool documentary piece called Essential Blader, which dives into a day in the life of a rollerblader courier, I guess you'd call it. It's got some drama in it and it's a really good watch. Really interesting to see what it's like to be a rollerblader in New York. Yeah, check it out. Roll Minnesota brought us another video essay, which is really good. And this time diving into the weirdness of rollerblading trick names. Now, I'm gonna give you a warning right now, this is probably a controversial video. It involves talking about controversial things like the alley-oop Unity versus Savannah argument. But overall it's a really good video, and I pretty much agree with everything he said, except for using the hard spin word. I don't like that at all, but you know, I've never used that term. That's just me though. And finally, we're going to finish it off with one of my other favorite channels, and that's 30 and Rollin', where he just gets creative at a local school that he went to, and it just really brings me back to the old days where I used to skate with some scooterers and go to spots that had nothing to grind, and it was a lot of fun. It's a really good video. Now, as always, links to everything will be in the description, including a couple bonus links that you should definitely check out. And if you wanted to support the series, there is now a join button next to the subscription button, but if you're on mobile, it's actually a link in the description where you can become a member today, or you can just like and subscribe. That helps just as much. But anyway, thanks so much for watching. Huge shout out to my members and patrons: Acosta Blades, Adam, Kevin, Chris, Deb, Dennis, Fabian, Joel, Lake Brothers Blading, Mark, Mike, Nathaniel, Sean, Skids, Grind Plates, Sweet Moves, Tagi, The Book of Grinds, The Aggressive Chef, and Tice, and I'll see everyone later on. Peace out.